Hey, my name is Willie Minix, and I am here to teach you how to be ambidextrous. I am the head of art, the Academy of Renaissance Training, and I'm also a music teacher in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And every single day I use both of my hands all the time to do various tasks. And so I have gotten to the point where I am pretty much completely ambidextrous with either hand. And I'm going to show you a couple tricks that I think will help you become ambidextrous too. So I'm going to adjust my camera down so that you can see what we're working on, and I will teach you the rest of this exercise. Now, if you've seen the previous two videos, you will have seen that we talked about taking your your dominant hand and putting it behind your back or sitting on it while you go through and you take each individual coin. And in the first video, we stacked the coins into separate piles. But then in the second video, we took it a step further and we started stacking the coins up into towers, okay? And the goal is to try to stack it into as tall a tower as you can without falling over. And if it falls over, then you start over and you keep stacking the coins up again with your non-dominant hand. Okay, so here's how to add a new level of ambidexterity to this exercise. Now that you've got the coins stacked, you're going to mix your coins back together into just a big pile, and you're going to add a new element to this exercise that might be difficult for some people. If you're not a math person, you might be like, oh no, but some people might find this easy. But what you can do is you can make a column. If you don't want to add them up and add all the money, you can put quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies in a column, and then you can just check them off if you want to do it that way, or you can tally them and add everything up. So you're taking your coins and you're putting them into a pile and you're marking down how many you have as you stack up the coins. And then, if you move to the nickels, you're going to put each one of those into its own thing, and make sure you mark them down as you do it. And you can either continue with the same one, or you can move on to another coin, but you mark that down. And once you kind of get used to this activity, and it actually isn't that difficult for you, then the next thing that you might want to do is go on to actually adding up the money that you're counting. So instead of just marking down hash marks like I'm doing here, or I guess like this. I'm not sure if I was planning on flipping the video or not, but I guess I won't. Anyway, I mark down hash marks like this. So instead of doing that, you might say, okay, 25 cents, and then 50 cents, and now I got 75 cents. And so you go through and you add that up, and then you do the same for the nickels. Here's 5, 10, 15, or the pennies, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the goal is to try to be doing this pretty much at the same time. And by giving your dominant hand something to do, then you are using it while you're using the other hand, and you're building up that ambidexterity. Now, if you want to take this a step further, let's say you're trying to learn to write with your non-dominant hand. Well, then you can stack with your dominant hand. So here's 5, and 10, 15, 20, 25, and so you work up that way and practice going back and forth. So that's one more tip for ambidexterity. and you can try that and practice these techniques. And next time, come back. I'm sure we'll have yet another trick, but maybe we'll do it with something other than coins. But coins, I like to be utilitarian. And if you can think of any other techniques or exercises that might be really cool, please go ahead and add it into the comments, and maybe other people will add some more, and we'll get a collection of different techniques that we can use using the coins to help with the ambidexterity. So God bless you. You have a good day, and we'll see you later on. Alright, here's one little bonus thing that I want to add to this video. This is called a coin roll. And a coin roll is when you take a coin and you pinch it between your thumb and your index finger and you drop it onto your finger. And then you take your next finger and you flip it like that. And then you take the next one and you flip it. And you take the next one and you flip it. And then you can either drop it or you can go backwards and flip the other way like this. And I find with bigger coins it's a lot easier, but after a while you get to where you can do it. So this is my what should be my non-dominant hand, and I can roll it just about as well as I can with my dominant hand. When it gets here, when it gets here, what you should do is drop it through the crack of your pinky and ring finger and grab it with your thumb like this. It's hard to see because I'm upside down, but grab it like that, and then you bring it back around and roll it again all the way over. So that's a little bonus trick that you can do with a coin.